Welcome everybody to IS50A. Today we're going to talk about how to finish a game, how to have like a global score count, things like that, that when it hits a certain threshold, the game ends and it displays a victory screen. So there is something that you can set here in project settings under maps and modes called a GameInstance class. And this can be used to track variables that last throughout the entire execution of your game, not just in one level, but across multiple levels. And so up until now, I've been storing sort of my global variables, you might call them, on the BP third-person blueprint. Things like your current score, and I don't even know what I'm using that for right now. Your inventory, things like that. But you might want your inventory to persist between different levels. So if you've got an ammo count or something like that, and you want it to last between levels, if you're going to be switching between levels, then you can use what's called a GameInstance class to preserve that data. Right now, all my stuff is on one level, so it doesn't matter particularly, but there is a better place to put stuff than in your BP third-person character. So what you can do is you can create your own GameInstance class, BP third-person game mode. Can I modify that? I hope not. Oh. Let's see if we broke something. Everything's working. Spitting fire. All right. Cool. All right. So we can come into the build directory and create a new blueprint class, and we can have an inherit off of GameInstance and GameInstance. And I've already created one. It's called my GameInstance BP. And it's in here somewhere. My GameInstance BP. There it is. And so all I did was I created a global variable called zombies left, and I'm going to have it initialized to 15, and that's going to be kind of our count. That's how many zombies we have to kill in order for the game to be over. And if I switch levels, it would actually preserve that variable between levels. So every time we have a zombie die, we can have it decrement that count, and we can also spawn a new zombie as well. So monster BP is right here. And so when our monster dies, this is going to be under the damage track here, and destroy actor. So what we can do before we destroy the actor is we can get GameInstance. And if we try just getting the zombie count off of this, you'll see there's nothing there. It's because we need to cast to my GameInstance BP, like that. And then we can get zombies left, and we can just decrement that count like that. And probably clamp it and stuff like that as well. But this will do. So every time we kill a zombie, it will just decrement that count, and slide everything up. And then we can come into our UE right here, and we can add a new. We can add a progress bar. Yeah, we could add a text. We can do this. Okay. So text block, we'll say like zombies remaining, and we just toss that up here somewhere. Maybe. That guy should be anchored to the top right part of the screen. And then we can add a progress bar. Let's just duplicate that progress bar. And that guy was 16 up. Oh, perfectly aligned. And maybe we have it be yellow in color. Fill color. Okay, percent left to right. We're going to fill it right to left. So as we kill zombies, it'll tick down. We're going to bind this to a function. And if we come back into our game instance, my game instance BP here, we come to here. Yeah, you have to go to your project settings, go to maps and modes, and change the game instance to my game instance for it to work. Save all. Zombies left, and we should probably also have a max zombies left. And so we're going to have like a current count, and we will have like a compile save 15 out of 15 to begin with. So as zombies die, it's gonna go down. And if it goes negative, like well, we can handle that later. So we're gonna do get %. We're gonna change the name of this to get zombies left. Like that, or not. Get zombie %. All right, and so we are gonna get the game instance, get game instance, and we're gonna cast to my game instance like that, and this will give us get zombies left, and this will give us get max zombies left, and we just divide the two of them like that, and return that. That's a float. These are integers. Probably should do that. Is this gonna do floating point division? We don't want integer division. What do we want here? Divide type to be a float. I'm going to do floating point division. Integer division doesn't have fractions in it, right? So, to a float. Cast it for me. No. Let's see if that works. Yep. I don't remember if Unreal does floating point integer division. And we're going to return that like that. File, save, run. So we've got, that's way over. Alright, so we can kill some people here. There you go. You see how the yellow bar is sticking down. Alright, let's shoot some of these guys. Yeah, yellow bar is ticking down. Okay, but we're going to run out, right? We only have 5 zombies on the map to begin with, and we need to kill 15 to win. Alright, come over here, dude. Come over here. Come on, come get me. Come get me. Come get me. There we go. So, we're only a third of the way there, so we need to respawn more ones. But this is all working, okay? So we basically just have this global state that is tracking how many zombies are left. Yeah, we're done with that. This is working fine. Okay. So, fire gun spell. I don't think we need you anymore. And the project settings, again, maps and modes, game instance class, set it to that new game instance you created. So now we need to do spawning. So we should create a monster spawner. Yeah. And we can create some spawn locations. Maybe over here we can make one. So, new blueprint class. We're going to call this just an actor. This will be called monster spawner underscore BP. And we will save everything because everything is working great right now. And do we need any visual on it? No, it could just be invisible. So event graph, begin play. On begin play, we will just start a timer. And set timer by event. And we'll create a new custom event. going to call this think. And so basically what we want is this monster spawner to be kind of like checking to see like how many monsters are in the world. And then that should maybe be random. Whatever. We'll just set it to like every 5 seconds. Start delay variance. Yeah, so we can start it with an initial delay of 5, with a variance of 5, and I don't know. It'll be kind of all over the place because we don't want all the monsters respawning all at once. It'll look kind of unnatural. So just having a little bit of randomness in there, I think will be fine. I think it's fine. Straighten it out. There we go. Okay, so when the spawner thinks, we need to count to see how many monsters are currently in the world. We could track this inside of the game instance. We could track how many zombies are currently present in the world. Or we can just do something like this, which is less efficient. We do get all actors of class, and then we can do a zombie. It's called monster BP. Yeah, there we go. So we can. This will give us every monster that is in the world. This is very inefficient. This is not the right way of doing it, but whatever. And then we just get the size of the of that array, and that's going to tell us how many zombies are currently in the world. And if the spawner will be like threshold, if the number of zombies is less than the threshold, then spawn a zombie. Okay, so threshold will set at 5. Maybe 6, so that maybe it'll spawn one, you know, even if I don't kill any of them. Okay, so branch, thank you. And if the number of zombies in the world is less than the threshold, then we will spawn a zombie. Okay, at our location. Cube. So we will spawn actor from class, like this. And it will be a monster BP. The spawn transform, we can split that open. And the location is going to be our location. So maybe, yeah, we can just get our location. So get actor location like this. And so the rotation, the transform could be ours as well. So we can actually get actor transform if we wanted to do all this. We can actually merge these back down and just pass this in. The reason why we'd want to do this is so that you could have the spawn point have a rotation on it, and the monsters will spawn in facing that direction. So I was just thinking that we could just do the location, but yeah, probably the rotation is going to matter as well. So if we drag out this monster spawner BP, we can pull this up here, and you can see we can even give it a rotation and, you know, have it, you know, pointed in different directions, whatever. And it'll spawn in maybe a little bit above the ground here. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if this works. The trouble is AI oftentimes does not work if you spawn something in. There we go. Yeah. He's getting shot by the projectiles. That's hilarious. But notice how he's not moving, right? And this is a very common problem when trying to spawn monsters in Unreal Engine. It's actually a really big pain. The reason for this is because the monsters have a AI controller that possesses them, that actually starts moving them around. And when you spawn a monster like this, it doesn't automatically possess the monster, and so it just stands there and does its idle animation over and over again and doesn't move. And so if we come into monster BP, we go over to the character movement, maybe somewhere within here, there is a option called automatically possess the thing. It's here. Where are you at? A lot of options in Unreal Engine. Let's just search for possess. There we go. Auto-possess player, auto-possess AI when placed in world, spawn, placed in world, or spawn. So we'll do that, save it, compile it, run it. Let's do this and see if that fixes the problem. And if not, we're gonna cry. It's actually a really annoying problem with Unreal Engine. Just by default, it doesn't really. Go on, spawn any second. At least he fell to the ground, but and he's back again, and he's dead. Let's move the spawner off. Oh wait, is it off the nav mesh? It might be. Okay, so let's move this guy over here, and maybe move him down a little bit here. Try that. Yep. Like it'll take. Oh, there we go. All right. Good job. Well done, team. All right. So, as I sit here and kill these, oh, I died. Dang it. All right. Let's start picking these guys off. Then you'll see the monsters start spawning over there. And this will allow me to no more than once every 5 seconds, though. And once they go, there they go. All right, cool. All right. Now we don't currently have any code that handles. We don't currently have any code that handles all those zombies being dead, right? So just pick all these guys off. You can see that even though the zombies left count's going to go negative, it doesn't draw it that way. We do need to fix that bar though. So let's come back up to Bill, go to Bill UE, and that is anchored to the top right corner, not the top left corner. That will fix that. Cool. All right, so when we hit 0 zombies remaining, we can do like a little victory screen, like a little fanfare. I don't know. Rodell or McKinney, you guys find like some free, copyright-free version of like the Final Fantasy fanfare, something like that, and maybe a splash screen, like a victor is you, a winner is you, that kind of stuff. And then we can put that up here. I'm going to work on the logic for this. Actually, I'm going to put some more monster spawners down. So we got this spot over here, and then we can just put another one back over that way. And we can have one back there. So we have different spawn locations, right? Where these monsters can spawn in. So it's not always in the same place, right? Spawn point inside the tunnel here, maybe. Like that. There he goes. See, that guy spawned in right there. Okay. And this guy's cruising around over here. And so we got, you know, just guys spawning on all over the place. Okay. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right, turn off the nav mesh. I don't need you anymore. Okay, so yeah, the kicker is if you're gonna spawn anything that is a pawn, you need to go to the blueprint for it and select somewhere within here. You will see somewhere within here. You will see the option. There's a lot of options in Unreal Engine. There really are. Somewhere within here, you will see the option. Oh, goodness. There it is. All right. Auto-possessed by AI when placed in world or spawned. For whatever reason, it will automatically turn the AI on when it's placed in the world, which means the editor puts it in. But when you call spawn actor by class, it doesn't work. And the zombie will just stand there and not do anything. So, lifespans. Oh, that's actually something useful. You can actually make it so that objects only last a certain number of seconds. For example, if you shoot a laser beam and it flies off forever, it'll lag out your game if you just keep allowing people to shoot laser beams that fly forever. And so you do something like put a 5-second lifespan on them, and then it'll just sort of clean itself up. You know, after 5 seconds, you probably can't see it anyway. It's, you know, if a laser beam hasn't hit something 5 seconds, it's pretty far away. So putting in like lifespan limiters and things like that is actually a good way to avoid overwhelming your world with too many objects moving at once. So, 1 second. All right. So, Chua, McKinney, did you guys find the sounds artwork? All right. I guess I will do it myself then. All right. You been able to find one? All right. So, freesound.org. Fanfare. Victory fanfare. Here we go. Okay, there we go. All right. So we'll play a sound, and then if you guys can maybe MS Paint, you know, a victory screen for me. This will be great. As long as you credit the author. Okay, so the author on this one is Shaven. There you go. There is the author. Yay. Okay. Cool. All right. We're gonna import into here. Do I have sound? I need to make a sounds directory, don't I? All right. Import. Shaven victory fanfare. Save all. Neat. All right, so if you guys can make an MS Paint victory screen, we can do this. So, what should we actually determine? We could actually probably just do it in the UE. It's kind of bad, though. You that's okay. All right. Victory screen. Oh, gosh, that is yeah. Okay. That is a masterpiece. All right, so we are going to um okay, we can do an image, I guess. That and just trying to think where the logic should be for this. Probably gonna do something bad again. What do we call this? Victory. Yeah, what do we call it? Did I import it? Victory screen. There we go. Save all. Go back over to here. Victory screen. There we go. And by default, it will be not enabled or not visible. Um, I think that's going to make much of a difference. Visible, not hit testable. All right. We'll just do that. Create a binding, and maybe we'll just do this on the BP third person character. Jin's not really but okay. That graph. Event tick. Okay. Both of these should probably combine together. Okay. So let's get GameInstance here. And cast to my GameInstance BP. And this should... You have to make sure that every branch will come back into here. Okay, so, or we could have put this at the beginning, but I didn't want to move everything around. So we're going to get the game instance. So every frame we're going to be checking for victory, which is not exactly the best, but whatever. We could have it. We could spawn a timer and have it check every second to see if you won. It's probably the better way of doing it, and probably not doing a BB third person either. Whatever. Okay, so there we get that. Okay, and so we're gonna get the zombies left, and if the number of zombies left is less than or equal to 0, then we have won the game. Okay, so branch. So, we can just do a macro called do victory. Okay, and then we can have a variable called has one that's a boolean that is public, defaults to false. Okay, so for do victory here, so over here we will get player upon and cast to third person character. This is also something you don't have to do every frame. We're doing it every frame. It's not something you have to do every frame. It's just inefficient. So off that, we will say get has one, and So if we have 1, then the this is our image, right? Will be visible. If we have not 1, then it will be collapsed. Okay, so coming back over to the designer here. So this thing is, you're going to see it in the UE screen, which is kind of annoying. But whatever. So every frame, it's going to be checking to see if this variable has been set on the player. And if it is, it'll display the win screen. We don't need the monster spawner anymore. Okay, so coming back in here, do victory. Okay, so where's our event graph? So here, if it is true, we will do once. That prevents it from triggering every frame. And then we will do victory. Do victory. No, nothing. Okay, let's do this the other way around then. Okay, so do once, we are going to play a sound. 2D, it'll just play out of the speakers. There's no location for it. And this will be our fanfare, written by Shaven, again, getting full credit for this. So one time and one time only, we will and we will set has 1 to be true. And there we go. Okay. So let's see if we've beat the game now. All right, let's do this. Why is that? Why did that show up? Okay, thank you. All right, play. Come and get me. Come and get me. Almost there. Half-life, though. Okay. And now the game keeps playing, so, you know, we should probably, like, do a delay or something. Delay for, I don't know, 5 seconds, and then reload the map. Open level by name, and I don't know the name of the third-person map. Okay. That. And that should be a working game. Okay, so we don't have a you know, start menu and things like that, but we can play the game. It's going to spawn more monsters. If I wanted to, I could have it. I could have victory require me to like shoot a goal or to get a key item or something like that. But this is a pretty good starting point in there. homing missiles in on there. Got one more kill to go. Here we go. 5 seconds. Should be good. Oh. Yes. Remember how the game instance preserves the variables from one iteration to the next, right? And so when we reloaded the level, it was still at zero zombies left, right? So we need to go to my game instance. This really maybe should be part of the level, but whatever. Or you just quit the game or something. We could do begin play. Or we could just, let's cheese this. Where's the game instance over here? Zombies left. Set zombies left. This is terrible code. All right, we'll just set it back to 15 and just call it a day. And that is that for today. Okay, so basically we got a game. You go in, monsters spawn, you kill them. When you kill enough, it displays that wonderfully talented MS Paint victory screen and plays a fanfare. Then we could have it move on to the next level. Right now, it just reloads the starting level, and that's a game. So you guys got 4 weeks to finish your Unreal projects. So I would get going. This is college. I'm not gonna hassle you about it, but you gotta get it done. So you got about a month left. So make sure you put together all the different things you've learned in this class and get a working game that you can beat like this. Okay, and I will see you guys next time. Peace. This will be your homework. What I did today. All right, peace.